All right, guys, strange and wonderful things afoot here at Texas Moto Works. Let's talk about the Suzuki Bandit. So this bike was in really good shape, but fuel system was really bad and had to put a fuel pump in it. But one thing I didn't expect was the fuel gauge, and you can see it's working now. It wasn't, and it was a bit of a learning curve. It had something called a thermistor. It's a 1 year only fuel gauge setup. Usually when they do something 1 year only, it means because it sucked. But it uses a thermistor, and then the actual sender was bad. Nothing available used. Had to buy new thermistor, new sender, like $250 into getting the fuel gauge to work. But it works. I'm happy for that. Great bike, by the way. It's my first one. It's a 1250 Bandit, and I can see why these kind of have a following. They're real powerful, real comfortable seating position, real smooth, great bike. So the TL, you guys already know that's done. I don't think there's anything left to do on that. I'm going to try and swap out the rear sets for a set of factory rear sets. These are very desired. They're made by a company called Attack. But me being 6'2", my knees are at my cheeks when I'm on the bike. So I don't need rear sets on it. I'm not going to be carving corners. And I like the stock ones because they're rubber. And they're a bigger peg. These are teeny tiny. I mean, look at my foot on here. So anyway, that's that. Neat little bike I took in. 87 Ninja 750. Now, these bikes were really overshadowed when they came out because they came out when GSXRs were the rage. And at that time, the Ninja kind of had its day. The 600 Ninja came out in 85. That was a groundbreaking bike. And this is kind of an improvement on that bike, but people didn't go gaga over these bikes. And it's a shame because they are a really good machine. I remember reading the road tests on them. They handled well. They were fast. They just kind of were behind the times in terms of styling. We were, in the middle of the GSXR era with the double headlights, and this is kind of a dated design. Basically bought this apart, went through the carbs again, and just checked everything. Flushed out the fuel tank, did not have to treat it, which was nice. I just acid washed it, and I think, we'll see, that's looking a little rusty. I might have to seal it. We'll see if it fouls out the carbs. I had acid washed it and then I threw fuel in it right away. So I don't know. It might be at the point. It's not a big deal if I have to coat it with something, but we'll see how it goes. Other than that, starts up and runs really nice. Really in remarkable shape. It's not a show bike. I mean, it's close. I mean, there's a couple little scuffs here and there, but 27,000 mile bike, so it's not a total baby. Got to go through and finish the brakes on. The brakes were locked up. Whenever the bikes sit, the brakes will have a tendency to kind of seize. So I got to take those apart. That's never fun. Never fun. Anyway, but this will be a fun bike to ride, but that's it, guys. No huge projects right now. I've got a Ducati coming, sport touring Ducati that's going to be neat, but nothing real huge. So waiting for the next big project. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.